Welcome in. Today I will be deep diving into the story of Ana and Esperanza's life. These are films that express the story of two women fighting the generational Latin stereotype that, quote-unquote, all women are good for, as being a wife to a husband and mother to his children. Latina women grow up putting themselves last, being told that the only thing that should be important to us is being thin and beautiful to become a wife. That our success is based off of how quickly we can find a successful husband. Someone to fight the stereotype is Ana. She just received word that she got accepted to Columbia University, and after working in her sister's factory, she finally sees the possibility of a future for herself. Her parents don't think that way, where instead of congratulating her, their first thought is to question why she would abandon her family. Her mother calls her selfish and guilting her for abandoning not only her grandfather, but leaving her mother and sister to work in the factory. Throughout the film, Ana has the stereotypical experience of a Latina daughter, to learn the skills and assets, not to be an educated woman, but is belittled by her mother, who calls her fat, overweight, and even a puta, translated to bitch, and not to embarrass her mother if she gets pregnant when Ana's mother finds out she lost her virginity. She's told to be skinny, beautiful, and appealing to gain a successful husband. This is all she's raised to be. Ana wants to be more, so she chooses her education. This is something her mother cannot stand by, so she is forced to choose herself. And in the end, this is the best decision for Ana. In this scene, her mother chooses not to walk her out to the airport. This is Esperanza. She is one of the many women that was pushed to choose the tradition of family first. She became a wife, raised a family, and when it came time for her husband to fight for his rights in the workplace, it put his job at risk, creating an opening for Esperanza and the other wives of the working miners under this company to take a stand. Their company created a policy that the miners could not picket or protest their workplace, but not that their wives couldn't. After holding numerous town meetings, many of the men refused to allow their wives to picket the lines. Some even moved their families away to keep their wives from thinking independently or standing up against their husbands and the company officials when the husbands themselves couldn't do anything. The families were provided with company housing, which included no plumbing and very little resources. Esperanza and the other women in the village stood up for what's right, having proper living essentials and finally getting their chance to choose themselves. With this decision, they became the heroes of the day, breaking the stereotypes in a different way to save their family and their husband's employment, while their husbands stayed at home to tend the house and kids. The men learned that in just a few days, how hard women work their whole lives.